We don't care about money, we care about our seeds.
Hoping to speak with Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources officials, a delegation from the Blockade traveled by bus to Toronto, 2,100 kilometers away. There they were met by armed M&R guards and Metro Toronto police units.
Deliver a very clear message to the L&R, which is no more clear-cutting by Abitibi Consolidated on her land.
I want to serve notice to the Ontario government that every open house, they'll be met with resistance of people like them. And we come here to tell the citizens and the people of Toronto that the propaganda of this government, the way it's making the people believe in Ontario, that the forest and the land in Ontario is fine and well, but it's not.
When we don't attend open houses or information centers when it comes to forest planning, if we don't attend, it's deemed to be consent to go ahead. I say Mr. Ouellette's refusal to speak or come and meet with us is consent for us to keep expanding our blockades.
We have nothing against logging. We have nothing. It's always been a Canadian tradition to log. But when big machines starts taking over the lives of people, it's wrong. When it starts taking jobs away from people, that's wrong. They consult us after they have clear-cut the forest. They have no control over the companies that are cutting in our area. And this government is telling its law enforcement officers, human officers, to back off, not to hassle the companies. And that's wrong.
They're the ones who allowed our lands to be flooded. They're the ones who allowed the mercury to go into our rivers. And now they're out there clear-cutting our land. And that's why they're afraid, because they know what they're doing to us is wrong.
What they're proposing on this map, where they're going to clear-cut, they already clear-cut there 2 years ago. What's the consult about?
Our hunting, trapping, and fishing rights must be recognized and affirmed as guaranteed in the Constitution Act 1982.
If we don't put an end to this together, then the important elements of the natural world will be gone forever.
I've been involved with the blockade since I was 7 months pregnant, and I believe that when it comes to standing up, we have to stand up for our unborn, and that's important to us as Anishinaabe. We don't think just like for tomorrow, but we think 7 generations ahead. I know there's a lot of hope in our people, and we want good lives for our children. And it seems like these corporations and the government of Canada, they don't even give a shit about our future for our children.
I'm so frustrated as a youth of Grassy Narrows. I'm sick and tired of everything that these people do to our community. Our people are sick. And they can't come out here and face us. But we're still going to be there as long as the rivers flow and the sweetgrass grows and the sun shines. Miigwech.
I'm very happy for all of you, different races of people that have come to support us. We're in this together. It's not only for the First Nations that are here to fight on this territory. You're going to be here, and we're going to be here too. So there's got to be a time where we have to learn to coexist in this country. We're going to expand our blockade. We're going to cut Abitibi and MNR from our traditional territory. They are no longer welcome.
By the end of the summer of 2003, the blockade at Grassy Narrows had become the longest standing in Canadian history. Gatherings continued at Slant Lake throughout the summer, and buildings were constructed to house visitors and to shelter blockaders as fall turns to winter. Native and non-native visitors continue to arrive from all over Canada and from places as far away as Arizona and Japan. The power brokers are finally coming to the table. Talks with the MNR, Indian and Northern Affairs, and even Abitibi Consolidated are scheduled to begin in the fall. The blockaders are standing their ground, saying the blockade will not end until the practice of clear-cutting ceases in their traditional land use area.
If you had a message to send to other First Nations communities in Canada, but really Northwestern Ontario, what would that be?
I would say block all the roads. Block every logging road.
All at once?
All at once? That would be a really good plan. I think it would just be perfect.